a little bit with finding his picks.
Yes.
Maybe something like Warwick can help him.
I mean, Joko actually said quite bluntly last week when we interviewed him, he struggled to play the meta champions. That's why he's played a lot of Olaf. We'll see if Vitality get their hands on it. Being first pick in blue side, maybe they can get their hands on Kha'Zix. It's Ashe, LeBlanc so far. No real surprises. The Ashe ban, questionable.
I actually think Ashe on 7.2 is the weakest of the three strong AD carries. I think Varus and Jhin with the lethality buff is above her. So it's a very interesting ban, obviously very targeted, just at Nuclear specifically. But if you then do not remove another AD carry, you just trade Varus for Jhin. And I think HOK is happy taking that trade. So a little bit of interesting first ban. Tahm Kench as well. Normally mouse are first pick for Vitality. They like to remove Tahm Kench and then take that mouse. But then there's Zyra available for Jade to pick against it. So I'm not really sure about these bans for Vitality.
Also, leaving Kha'Zix open. So if they don't go Kha'Zix, like, you know, a potential first pick, but what do you value more, right? Deny the jungle pick from Jankos, or prioritize a support for Hachani?
I think you have to go Kha'Zix here because Jankos is a fantastic Kha'Zix player, but if Joko does not feel 100% comfortable on that pick, then you have to go for something else. But here's my issue now. Jhin will get locked in by H2K in the first pick phase here. Kha'Zix will be locked in now by Jankos. They don't even have to take the Jhin yet. They can save it for the last pick if they want to. But at least go for Kha'Zix here.
Kha'Zix Zyra?
I think Kha'Zix Zyra is really good. Zyra is fantastic against the Malzahar, specifically the laning phase. It's something Che loves to play as well. He's played 5 times. It's the most played support for H2K. That one is a no-brainer. Now it's all about, do you want to lock AD carry? So you have flexibility with your last pick here in the first phase, because that can be very important. Or do you just take the Zyra and then wait for Jhin for next?
Well, there's your answer, Deficio. Zyra locked in. Vitality. Interesting ban phase 1.
I think it's a horrible start. Absolutely disgusting start. It makes sense if we ban both AD carries and then pick the Varus, but right now it really is up. But I want to see more before I judge too much. Joko has loved his Olaf. It is still available, funny enough, because no one else wants to pick it. And that's the Malzahar we mentioned with the Tahm Kench ban. It's almost too obvious.
It is almost too obvious indeed, and a little bit of a curveball. Ivern locked in. Joko has played it once before. It was a loss. Unfortunately, Vitality had 2 series losses, so it's not too surprising. Big smiles on Nukeduck's face.
I know. Nukeduck maybe he's getting ready for something special they've been practicing. They actually do not value the Jhin here, which then should be banned by Vitality. And they value the Shen instead, and that means Rumble ban will
time for a true display of skill.
And maybe something like a Gangplank, but I think Rumble is the one you really want to get rid of when you play Shen top.
And there you go.
There we go, and that
Rumble
should be
removed.
the Jhin on the side of Vitality. I don't think they need to ban other AD carries.
Where does Nuclear then lean to? If Jhin is now gone, Ashe was banned in round 1, Varus is still up, so do Vitality ban Varus as well? If you really want to,
picked it.
I'm blind. Thank you very much. So,
it'd be weird if they did.
The next question: what is Nuclear going to play?
Caitlyn, most likely. Ezreal is a stable for a lot of Korean AD carries still, but I think it's going to be Caitlyn. This is clearly something H2K said it's okay for them to actually give over or allow Vitality to ban this Jhin that is considered by many the best AD carry at the moment.
Yeah.
So it is interesting that they didn't value it, but obviously the Shen is a power pick. There's the Caitlyn ban.
There we go.
That means Ezreal will most likely be the choice. Oh, unless there's something spicy here. That's why they actually left it open then. Lethality MF. I played against it in solo queue. The ulti, it wrecks you. It will literally kill you from 100% to 0 when she has Ghostblade. Ah, you're boring. Come on, H2K.
One item, 100 to 0.
Ghostblade and you're squishy AD carry. She ultis you. If you stand in that, you're done.
Well, now I'm disappointed. We're not going to see it because Ezreal was locked in. Boring
special.
And safe and scaling.
Yeah, I thought there's something special planned. That's why they didn't go for that Jhin, but probably is boring. We knew that already, obviously. We tried to talk to him. Super, super boring person.
Yeah, probably just all serious. Never smiles,
All
never
the time.
jokes. Every time you see him on camera, it's a scary, scary guy. The newest edition of Mike Check, actually, he's seriously staring down Jankos.
I know. Jankos was revealing strategies, and we showed them to the internet.
They did.
You know?
Disappointed Prolly. So for Vitality, they lock in the Rise, got themselves some good wave clear. There's a couple of tanks off the table with obviously Poppy and Shen locked in. Gonna go for another combatant, not really the Rumble, but at least Trundle will make Shen's life very difficult.
Hi
to push
Ryan,
outside lane.
how are you?
As you said, a
I
split choice
I
against
sound
the Shen.
kind of shit.
Obviously, H2K looking to force team fights and get Shen out of that lane, but right now
Let me know.
H2K doesn't have any hard engage. Ezreal doesn't offer anything, Zyra is not hard engage, Kha'Zix can't really jump in head first. And against the Ryze, we see Talia often, Corki, Victor, Orianna. There's like a ton of picks that mid laners actually like to play against the Ryze.
Yeah.
But that's kind of a weird thing, because like, nothing hard counters Ryze. But every mid lane has like 2 or 3 things where they're like, ooh, I really like to play this against the Ryze, but it doesn't counter it. Ryze will always do fine, he will always be able to lane, he will always scale into late game.
Wow, we got a very, very exciting Victor Deficio.
Man, Prolly
/S.
is...
Yes.
He's hit a new low right here. He actually threatened to slap me in the caster room as well.
Controlled. This is H2K. You mentioned there's no hard engage, but if there were a team that were averse to team fighting and wanted to win by playing, you know, smart, I think H2K would be one of the forerunners for that style of play.
Of course. I mean, it's always been the style that Prolly has kind of enforced on his teams. I will say, though, I think this composition from H2K, while it is fantastic at like late game team fighting, I actually think it can be fairly difficult to play until you get to late game.
Yeah.
We talk about the lack of hard engage. If Trundle and Ryze gets off to a good start and they go to the side lanes and start pushing these side lanes very aggressively, H2K's way of like forcing something is either by sieging around the mid lane or by setting up like a Baron or Dragon. But if you don't have map control, if you don't have side lane pressure, that can actually be fairly hard to do. So I think H2K is going to rely a lot on Vitality playing aggressive and then H2K kind of responding
Better move it.
and winning the late game team fights.
All right,
Any better?
responding to Vitality's aggression and side lane. That's what we're looking for. The drafts, they're on your screen. They're locked in. The champions are on the way to the Rift. It's time for game 1 between Vitality and H2K.
Minion spawn.
This actually got slow.
Slow. Void Assault